It used to be said that including references on your resume or including a line that said references available upon request was a good idea. But here is the thing. It wastes real estate. Saying that line, references available upon request, in 2021 is kind of like telling people how to leave you a voice message. Hi, this is Jen. Please leave a message and your phone number and the time that you called after the beep, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Beep. We don't need to do that anymore. Everyone knows how to leave a voice message. And the same thing goes for your resume. Everyone knows that they can ask you for your references and that you can provide them. I am going to tell you in just a minute what the best practices are to do with your references, but the short answer is just leave them off your resume for now, and I'll get to the best practices next. Here is what you can do and why. Create a separate page with 3 to 5 names listed, and be sure to include who they work for or how you know them, if it's a personal or character reference, and at least 2 ways of contacting them, so a telephone and an email, or a couple of phone numbers, for example, just in case one of them isn't working. Be sure that you check with these people before you put them on your list, because it is not cool to randomly put people down as references without asking them first. That could go badly. Then you can either hand that document in when you hand in your resume, or you could wait until they request it. And I don't recommend doing the first thing. I don't recommend handing in the references at the same time as the resume. Why, do you ask? Well, if your resume gets beyond the first screening and you are called in for an interview, and then they need to ask you for your reference list so that they can check it, you will at least have an idea of where you are in the process, because that means they have to reach out to you and let you know that they want to check your references. So that's an excellent way to figure out where you are in the process. So I recommend not sending in your references at the beginning. Wait until you are asked for them, and then you will have an idea of where you are in the process and that they are, yay, checking your references. But I do recommend that you go ahead and create the document so that you can send it like that the second that they ask for it. Have it all ready, have checked out with everybody on the list that it's okay for you to send their names in, and then have that document at the ready so that when they ask, you can have it. I also recommend that you bring that document with you to your interview in case they ask you right then and there, and then you would be able to whip out that sheet and hand it to somebody in person. So have it all ready to go, absolutely, but don't submit it when you first submit the resume in the first place unless they specifically ask you to do that. If this was helpful, hit that like button and consider subscribing for more information on how to get ready for a job interview, how to create the entire resume, things you should never say in an interview. There's all sorts of stuff on this channel for you to look at. So consider subscribing. And I'm going to send you next to a video on how to prepare, what all the things that you should do before your job interview.